Just give a brief. Most of the people knows about Microsoft and MKT softwares, but just a brief. MKT softwares is a 16-year-old company partnering with Microsoft in the last 7-8 years, and we are into the domain of ERP, CRM, IT operations, IT management, and streamlining your workflow inside your organization. MKT Softwares has presence in Kanpur, Noida, and Canada, and serving 100 plus clients today with the help of Microsoft and other technology. As far as the today's session is concerned, the topic is very interesting: how to create a modern workplace. As all of you know, that technology is changing day by day, and even after the COVID, the pace of the technology, the changing technology is higher and getting day by day, increasing day by day. So, as a business owner, as an IT person, it is our responsibility. We should equip our workplace, we should modernize our IT infrastructure so that we will be able to improve the efficiency of our team members, decrease the silos, increase the integration and automation, and there are so many other challenges which we can cater with the help of this technology. So I will not take you much more time and would like to introduce Anamika, who is from Anamika Mukherjee, who is from Microsoft. She is the technology practice head in Microsoft and serving associated with Microsoft since long. She has a deep understanding of Microsoft 365. So I request Anamika to please take this session forward and enlighten the features and technology of Microsoft 365, how it is beneficial for the organization and why the organization should go to adopt the Microsoft 365 and create a modern workplace. Anamika, over to you, please.
Thank you, Amitji. Thank you for the brief introduction. I will give my introduction myself again. So I'm Anamika Mukherjee. I am a technical solutions specialist and I'm associated with Microsoft for more than now 6 years, 6 years plus. And I manage the North and East region for MWP, that is Modern Workplace. And I thank you, everyone, each one of you, for taking your time out and attending this session. I hope this will be useful to you in some way, because today I'll be talking about the term modern workspace. I don't know, in this COVID situation, I guess it has put us everyone in a single platform in which the need to work from anywhere, the need to work to stay connected, the need to be on the same page virtually. The word virtual is very important here. Is across everybody. I mean to say, each one of us now are in a virtual environment in which we are either working from home or we are going to office once in a week or as per the organization needs. But the need to stay connected is there with everybody. I would request everyone to please be on mute so that it does not create audio problem for others. अमित जी आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा म्यूट कर दीजिएगा सबको whoever is joining. So I will not waste much time because this is a 1 hour session and there are too many things to cover. I have tried to make this a session which is understandable to all. I have not used much of a technical term and have tried to give examples and will try to give examples basis day to day so that you understand what the technology is and why we say that Microsoft is here to help you cater in this difficult time. I'll share my screen first. I hope my screen is viewable to all. Amit, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So we'll talk about M365. That is, the word M stands for many things. One of the most important thing for M stands for modernity, for modern workplace. So the agenda of today's session is about, we'll talk about a bit about digital transformation because that's very important. Second is what is modern workspace. Third is about the products that are offering to serve in this modern workplace. That is with Microsoft. And the last session is about question and answer. So the first thing is what we talk is about digital transformation. So, it's actually digital transformation is driving the change. So there are 41% of employees who majorly work on mobile or have mobile business apps. That is how they work. Second is 85% of enterprise organizations keep their sensitive information in the cloud, right? So the need to access data from anywhere is the in thing, and that's kind of a most important thing. Literally now asked for keeping your information on cloud because you don't now want to invest on infrastructure. Any long term investment is now kind of a no no for everybody because we don't know what is there in the next moment. So pay as you go model, cloud infrastructure, access information from anywhere, from any device. These all are most important things now. And 85%, the number has increased though. 85% of enterprise organizations or any organizations would like to keep their sensitive information in the cloud. Now, 80% of employees use non-approved SaaS apps for work. There can be many reasons. These are easily available. These are user-friendly, more of user-friendly. So these are the ways of adopting technology in any organization. But the other change, the security perimeter has also now changed, which is just not about on-premise. Legacy environment, on-premise environment is now on a stop, and now the same environment on cloud is the ask. So the identity, device, applications, data, everything has now to be managed on cloud. So the on-premise, there are two scenarios: removing the on-premise, going on cloud. The second scenario is having the on-premise and also having a cloud identity. So the perimeter, the security perimeter has enhanced, has stretched, and has now included both these infrastructures. Now, I specifically took this picture out because I think every one of us will relate to either or any of the pictures here. So, we have now, it's a digital generation. There are multiple devices that we are using. There is too much of work pressure. There is work between life and life, personal life kind of balance. There is the need to be tech savvy, the need to access information. These all are kind of in thing, and each one of us will be able to relate to any of these pictures. So that's kind of the today's lifestyle that we have. Now with this lifestyle, this actually is known as modern workplace. But this modern workplace also brings in many challenges. So, as the world of work is changing, so do our technology needs. And actually, are we prepared for it? So there are many challenges with the picture that I showed you. Now, what are the challenges? Similarly, it is how to keep the data secure. How do I ensure that my data is secure? The organizational data is secure. The person who is accessing the information is the right person in accessing the information. Or there's a balance between control and flexibility. I want to have more productivity with the users that are using the technology, and I want to do more with less. So these all are the questions that come up the more we bend towards technology. So what Microsoft has done, so Microsoft has designed a complete intelligent solution that empowers everyone to be creative and to work together securely. So there are 4 pillars that Microsoft majorly works on. One is creativity, second is teamwork, then it's integrated for simplicity, and then there is intelligent security. So these are the 4 pillars on which Microsoft works. I will not talk about the plans or the products, but I'll talk about what Microsoft has to offer. Based on this session, if anyone has any more further concerns or clarities to be taken, they can contact Amit for the same, and then we can have next level of discussion one-to-one with everyone. Since this is on a platform in which I'm addressing everybody, so I'll only talk about the technology that Microsoft gives. What all are the areas, pain areas that you might be facing, that you might be evaluating, you are thinking about different products, but how Microsoft will help you in a single platform to integrate and bring in more productivity from the licenses or for the products that you would opt for. So when I said the 4 pillars, I'll go back to the session, the last slide. The 4 pillars. The first was about creativity. The second was for teamwork. The third was for simplicity, and the last one was for intelligent security. Now, what do we mean by these? These all are again terms, technical terms, or camouflage term. Good to hear. But what all these things cover in itself? So we understand that as I said, easy work, less of work, more of work, but less technology. So this brings in the productivity of creativity, in which you'll be able to create your own compelling content with intelligent apps. I'll tell you what all these apps are later in this slide. Built on your own work, experience and expertise. Then visualize information in new ways. So these are kind of unlocking your creativity. The second is built for teamwork. So in an office, ideally, what in office happens is you start mailing each other, right? You go up to anyone's seat and talk and then leave a note and come back. So the first point is communication. Communication can be via different medium. It can be verbally on call, it can be on mail, it can be personally visiting that person. Everything has been covered in a product in which the need even to go and check the seat of a person would not be can be kind of bypassed with different solutions that we have. So, the need to share, to collaborate, real-time documents, real-time means in single document, multiple people are working at the same time. Me as the head of the department, I want that the original data should retain, and rest whosoever is making any changes should be real time. At any point of time, if there is any mistake, I have the option to roll back to the original document. These all are services are made in such a way that are built for teamwork. So these are just the technologies that I am talking about. I'll show you what all are there. Next is for again for simplicity. You have to be always on the updated version of the product. You have to see that there's a cloud-based management. It's a known fact that on-premises is richer in terms of price than on cloud. So we'll talk about that also. Then we have intelligent security. So it is just not about accessing your information. It is also how you'll be able to safeguard your information. So that's an official example. That's an official mail that has been marked to a person. You mistakenly mark that mail to someone else. That's the confidential information. How do you safeguard it? How do you ensure that the person does not, even if he gets the mail, does not read it? Or even if it's done mistakenly, you have the option of revoking it back, taking it back. So everything is talks about intelligent security, which I'll cover in the next slide. So the 4 pillars are covered on the 4 pillars that Microsoft covers on, and these 4 pillars have their own data. There are 10 million plus monthly active users who are actively using the Office 365 services. What is Office 365? I'll cover in the next slide. They are devices that Microsoft controls or help you to control. Then there is data sharing, which is again in cloud, but how to make it secure and in control. Then there are different authentications. How do we ensure that Anamika Mukherjee, with her identity, is the right resource accessing the proprietary rights of Microsoft? So these all come into picture, which Microsoft covers in their solutions. Now, how do we do it? I have divided this slide into two parts. First is about solutions, and the second is about talking about how you can ensure that even the devices and the solutions are secure and in control of yourself. So when we talk about universal toolkit for teamwork, the first and foremost product or technology that Microsoft gives you is M365. Many of us know it as Office 365. It has now been renamed as M365. So the first and foremost comes with M365. Now, what does M365 cover? M365 covers your first basic requirement in an organization. That is your emails, then your collaboration in terms of different apps available. I'll cover a few of the apps to give you an idea. Then in the second half, it talks about collaboration through different mediums. It can be through an application or a collaboration hub as Teams. Teams is again through which what we have all got connected. We all are in terms of business, we are not collaborated yet, but then still there's a platform through which we all have got connected. I'm sharing my screen, the recording is being done. So that's again a collaboration that is happening. Second is, I'll cover about emails and all in the next slide. So when you opt for M365, in GIST, these are the powerful apps that you would be getting along with it. So if I take the topmost, that is the powers of Office, you all know, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, things which we just cannot think of without a kind of day-to-day bread and butter of any organization is Word, PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote, PPT, right? So this again is included in the Office M365 plan. Why M365? Why cloud? Two advantages. First, you would always be on the updated version of the product. You know, even if I give a raw example is, agar hum mobile bhi lete, they are updates that happen, right? The updates that are pushed. Similarly, in these applications also, the updates would come free to you. So if you opt for M365, you would be on the latest version of the product. Tomorrow, if Microsoft launches a newer version, you don't have to buy it again. It would automatically be pushed to you, provided you're in the subscription, active subscription. So one advantage is that you don't need to worry about the versions. You would automatically be on the updated version. The second is, we do understand the use of keeping your data on cloud because you want to access it from anywhere. Gone are the days when people have desktop. Now people have laptops, right? So you or they are mobile phones which you are accessing. So you want your data to be handy. You don't want that कि वो एक device में ही limit होके रह जाए. So the need to keep your data on the go helps you buy the product name as OneDrive. So with every office that you take, you get a 1 TB of personal storage space. This is a huge storage space individually we give to each user for storing their own personal official data. So if I take example of a perpetual license, आप एक Office 2016 ले लिए and that's installed. Now you would run that for as many years as possible. But then any newer version upgrade, you would again have to buy for it. And then that's again a download version that you would have. So anything would be saved on your C and Z drive. But then on cloud option erased, and the need for newer version also erased. So with M365, this covers beautifully with the plan. Now this just not talk about Office. It has the other power, the other collaborative power of Exchange, that is the mailing solution. I'll cover a bit of Exchange. Then it has the power of Teams, through which now we have got connected. Then you have the power of SharePoint. SharePoint is again a document collaboration center in which you get 1 TB of additional storage space, through which you can create your intra website. Intra website means internal website. A small example, supposedly the HR has created their own website, internal website, have shared that website with their internal people who are associated with HR, and they are now saving all those documents on that website itself. Now, while sharing and saving, you have the right to control in terms of, if I am the director in the HR department, and I'm sharing a file with an executive, I can lock that file in terms of I do not give that person the download option, or I do not give that person to write on the document that I'm sharing, or external sharing not allowed. All these provisions are in place when you opt in SharePoint. So that kind of restricting or building your bricks to safeguard your information. Then if I talk about the next solution, that is Exchange, the most used solution is Exchange. That is the email that every organization must be using, either a third party or Microsoft Exchange. So in this, we give a huge mailbox space of 50 GB inbox and 50 GB archive. So that's 100 GB straight to every user. You get an admin console. That's the console through which you'll be able to safeguard or monitor every mail in your organization. For example, a small example, you want to put a attachment restriction size to a group of people who are in the marketing team and sending mails, promotional mails to customers. So you know that the mail size is of 2 MB. So anyone marking a mail more than 2 MB should not be allowed to mark a mail, because then there's an additional information going out with the mail. So controls through admin portal, a small example. Features as in MDM, mobile device management, in which supposedly I have left the organization and I'm not reporting, but my mobile has the email. So I, as an administrator, would be able to remotely swipe out the entire data from official data from the mobile. So mobile device management. Then the option of we know spam house. Spam is again a universal problem for everybody. So we have special sections which covers with spam in terms of safe link and safe attachment. So there are different things, Microsoft actually spends a lot on these engines to safeguard that there is no literally 80% of spam control done by Microsoft itself. For the rest 20%, you have the admin portal through which you'll be able to make your own spam policies, whitelist, blacklist, domain, IP, everything from your own admin portal. Then the need for preserving your data in terms of the HODs generally or majorly have the most important information in any organization. So safeguarding that the HOD's information is safe, in which kind of real-time protection is available. There are different facilities available to enhance all those features, and even the provision for retaining deleted items for long-term retention is also possible. There are different angles through which email security is inbuilt, and there are many plans which actually help you to achieve these all security measures. Now, when I talk about Office 365, so there are two parts that it has been divided into. One is about the powers of MS Office, and then the power of collaboration. Collaboration can happen through either through mailing solution, collaboration can happen through Teams, collaboration can happen through OneDrive, or collaboration can also happen through Yammer and Kaizala. So, when I talk about Office 365, there are 26 apps that you get along with the plan. Now, why are these 26 apps given? Because we understand that in an organization, it is just not about mailing. It is also about collaboration. It is also about keeping the entire organization updated, or the entire employees updated of what is happening in the organization. So all these different apps helps you to achieve what we call it as modern workplace in Office 365. So there are 26 apps which you would be getting. You can use it as per your requirement based on the plan that you have taken. And these all apps are actually meant for collaboration, for communication, and for internal hub. Now, when we talk about Office 3 or M365, so there are again three parts that Microsoft has divided into. The first that I talked is about the Office 365, in which you have the facility of mailing, you have the facility of Teams, you have the facility of SharePoint. All these features are there. Now, second, when we talk more in depth about security, then there is another portion which is known as enterprise mobility and security. So, when we talk about EMS, a bit of scene changes. What we specifically say is that the protection is just not on the applications or the services that you are using. The protection is across user, device, application, and data. So what we say is, who would access my official information? It would be an user, right? The protection at the front door is the user. As I said, how would Microsoft know that Anamika Mukherjee is the right person accessing the official information of Microsoft? So protection at the front door. Second is, okay, Anamika Mukherjee has verified by her user ID and password that she's the right person accessing the information. Now, second, she would be accessing those information either on her device, on a mobile device, or on the laptop, and would be accessing the official information of Microsoft. So again, the need to protect the devices that is accessing the information and the applications that is being accessed by that device and the information that is being accessed by that device. So again, protection, the second layer protection goes there. The third layer is about detecting if there is any kind of fictitious activity has been detected. So detecting those fictitious activity and then remediate attacks. Immediately ensure that that does not happen again. So these are the three layered advanced security that Microsoft also gives you to implement it in your current scenario. Now, how do we do that? So the baseline, how we do this security is through a different applications. These all applications are bundled into a SKU. We call it as Microsoft Enterprise Mobility and Security. So these are holistic and innovative solutions for protection across users, as I said, devices, application, and data. Right. So the first thing that we try to protect is your identity, because we understand अगर आप ऑफिस भी एंटर कर रहे हैं या तो आप कार्ड यूज करते हैं या तो फिर आप रजिस्टर में अपना नाम लिखते हैं. So your identity becomes your first access to the premises of your organization. So identity and access management is managed by Azure Active Directory, which Microsoft at the backend helps every organization to take control. What controls I'll cover in the next step. Second is, I have entered with my identity. I have ensured that I am the right person. Now I will be again accessing the information either through mobile or application. So over there, Microsoft Intune plays a very important role in helping you to achieve what actually you want. Third is, again, the information that I would be accessing. It would either be Excel file, it would be any drive that I would be accessing, or it would be any mail that I would be accessing. So in ensuring that that information is protected and is not a kind of misused at any layer, that's again done by Azure Information Protection. And the last is again the threat protection that happens through the Cloud App Security and the advanced threat analytics. So this is the base that Microsoft gives in the solution, which we call it as EMS, Enterprise Mobility and Security. So I'll have to go back to the last slide. So enterprise mobility and security, how does it work? As the same thing that I said has been now portrayed in a pictorial view to make it easily understandable, is the Active Directory that works on the identity. So irrespective whether you are on a hybrid matlab aapke paas you have the Exchange on-premise, and now you also want to have a cloud identity. So you want to have a hybrid, a connection between both is possible. Second is the devices and the applications that you would be using. The third is about the information that you would be accessing. And the last is about detect and remediate. So when I talk about identity, the first door, the door to identity is done through Azure Active Directory. There are many good things which actually Azure Active Directory helps you to do with. So if the first layer of giving in Anamika Mukherjee and my password is a very weak level of security, right? Anyone can know my password. Now at the back end, I can enhance it more by doing a multi-factor authentication. You know, if I try to log in to a particular information which has been tagged as sensitive, there should be a second layer of security that should be there, which is a multi-factor authentication. That is either a second PIN or a mail to be generated. So that's a multi-factor authentication, can be done through identity and access management via Azure Active Directory. Second is I also want to get in more security in terms of conditional access. So what do you mean by conditional accesses? Supposedly there's a user, the condition is put on the user, the condition can be put on the location, condition can be put on devices and applications. I'll explain. So user is, Anamika is an executive and her access to organizational information is only on the executive data, right? There are few data which has been marked or tagged as sensitive. So she should not be able to access it. First. Second is Anamika sits in Delhi. She is a permanent employee in Delhi and does not travel. So she should not be able to access any data which is outside India. I have given a broader prospect outside India. Third is we have given her a device. She has a device given by organization, and she would be accessing it there. Okay, yes. On web she can access few of the other features or information. Then the applications that she should be using, because she's an executive, so she has the local applications or the applications that the organization wants me to use should be enabled for me. Now the scenario changes. My password is compromised, and someone gets hold of my because of my stupidity as a easy password given, and someone else knows the password. Now they try to access it. Immediately a trigger of multi-factor authentication starts. Secondly, the location is not Delhi and it is suddenly France. Or the device is not that device and some IP abroad. And the application that she's trying to access is again a sensitive application that has been blocked for her. These all conditions helps you to ensure that your information is safeguarded on the front door itself, with your identity itself. So this is done beautifully by Azure Active Directory. There are many hybrid configurations, single sign-on, everything is possible through this. And this again is included in the EMS, Enterprise Mobility and Security. So again, a small example is different device people accessing. What all can be the risk, as in credential or malware or impossible travel, and you have these options. How do you want to rate them? You have the provision, you have the portal through which you'll be able to rate them. Whether you want to rate them as high, risk, and medium, and if it is high, what do you want to do? Whether you want to give an allow access, you want multi-factor authentication, you want to force password reset, or you want to limit the access. Everything would be in your control from the admin portal. Now, admin portal again gives us an example of easy access and not any difficult coding to be done at the backend. These all are done through the API application, and you'll be able to successfully get the solution what you're asking for and secure your information. Now, once I have put all these restrictions. Now, my second is my protecting my data anywhere. So again here, as I said, if you remember the slide that I had shown is the second step was through Intune. Now, as we understand that you would be either accessing your device or any application on the devices. So devices would be anything. It would either be a Windows 10 device or an iOS or Android, or it will be a mobile device as an iOS or Android devices. So we try to help you in this juncture also. How? So for if it is a kind of a Windows 10 Pro device, then you can do a device registration, even extent of pushing updates, patch management, everything can be done through this. Even a VPN, private VPN, Wi-Fi profile can be created. And the best part is if the device is stolen or jailbroken, you have the control to safeguard it through the portal, through the admin portal. Now for the mobile devices, in mobile, generally there'll be, if you take our example, since last year March, we are doing work from home and all our devices, our laptop and our mobile are on Intune. So my mobile beautifully has two sections. That is a personal section and a corporate section. There's a work profile that has been created. In that work profile, all possible limitations has been given in terms of even if I am opening the apps, the official apps, limited to what my organization wants me to see. Secondly, if I'm opening an email attachment and if it is on the corporate, I'm copy pasting it on a corporate environment only, it is allowed. But the moment I'm opening an official email and I'm trying to copy paste the content from my official mail to a Gmail or to a personal app, then that is stopped by the organization through Intune. So, application security and management is beautifully done through this. So this is a small example of how your device gets divided onto a personal app in which Microsoft has no role to play. You have all the key and all the power to do your personal work. But on the official app, on the workplace, you have only limited control what your organization has given you to do. So this is how it's beautifully divided. And you as an administrator would again have all the controls to manage the user. So it is almost going to be almost a year. We are doing work from home and believe me, we are in the best of security in terms of not even being able to copy paste official information outside. So in short, through this, you are able to manage your devices, manage your applications. They are conditional accesses which you can input, and then your data again is secure through these applications. Now the last is about detect and remediate. So Anamika has proved that okay, yes, she's a genuine person. She's also accessing her information based on the criteria that has been set. But irrespective of the fact that she's following all policy, I should also know or monitor or be able to monitor her, or on the other way, I should be able to protect my official information at all times. Irrespective of the fact that that person is genuine or not genuine, I as an organization should be able to protect my data at all times. Then it is about enabling safe sharing and internally and externally. I also want to ensure that any data that is being shared outside or internally is safeguarded. Empower users to make right decisions. When I talk about this, it means small alerts. As in, if I give an example, when I'm writing a mail to someone outside my organization, a small small policy tips come on top, which says that you're marking a mail to someone outside your organization. So, sometimes these alerts helps you to make the right decisions. Mistakenly, you can involve somebody who you're writing an official mail, but the name matches. So Anamika matches both as a Hotmail and a Microsoft employee. So I write Anamika and it takes by default, it takes my Hotmail ID. I did not notice, and I am marking a very crucial information to someone, to me or someone is marking mail to me. So, it helps you to gives you these small decisions or small alerts to kind of wake you up from doing small mistakes. Then it is about maintaining visibility and control. I'll show you how. So again, this is a small a small kind of a pictorial. I go more for pictorial image because I feel it helps you to understand better. At least for me, it does. So, Azure Information Protection is the layer in which every information in your organization is safeguarded. So how? So user one is using a document which is safeguarded, which is controlled or which is locked, and user two is forwarded to user two to be used, right? So I, as an organization, will have the provision to manually classify any document based on label. We call it as labeling, as in highly confidential or automatic labeling. If I talk about automatic labeling, it talks majorly for organizations or institute or banks which are dealing in and day out with the confidential information of the organization, right? So automatic labeling for them of the document is very important. So the classification, labeling, tracking the document, who is doing what, where the document is accessing, then want to give access to a document for not more than a week. So a week access, post a week, I revoke it. So even if that customer has downloaded or has kind of saved, the revoke access would take off that data from that user. So these all comes under Azure Information Protection, in which you have the entire right to safeguard your information, because we do understand that any information of any organization is totally the proprietary right of that organization, and they have the entire right to mark it as sensitive and safeguard it. So classifying your data based on sensitivity, protecting your data, adding visibility and control, these all are possible through information protection, Azure Information Protection. So if everything that I have covered, if I want to sum it up, this slide actually helps me to do so. In which the first thing that I talked about was about Office 365. That is the basic identity management, in which you get the mailing solution, you get the power of Teams for collaboration. Then you have SharePoint for, again, internal communication with security. Then you have the entire power, the power of Office. You have 26 apps to manage your day-to-day tasks. Then second is about ensuring more security. I want to ensure that Anamika Mukherjee only accesses her information on a device that I have specified, or even if the device is her own, she should not be able to access all these applications on a personal device. Multi-factor authentication, ensuring that the document that she's sharing is secured. Everything is possible through different layers and different plans. We'll not talk about plans today. However, these all are possible through two beautiful solutions. One is M365 and the other one is EMS, Enterprise Mobility and Security. I have tried to cover, actually in this is what modern workplace is all about, in which it helps you to manage your everyday official task beautifully without getting involved too much on the back end, because these all are SaaS model, in which software as a service, in which the infrastructure is maintained by Microsoft. These are pay-as-you-go model, user-based license, till the time you want to use it, because as I said, COVID has made us learn that any long-term investment is a waste. Any investment taking into the return of investment for a year. Post a year, you feel that okay, these all options are not required. We can go with the minimum one. Then that is possible. So flexibility in terms of usage, flexibility in terms of customizing it, flexibility in terms of availing all these features are available, and this is what actually we term it as modern workplace. That actually ends the session. I tried to cover it to as much as layman as possible, so that whatever angle you think of for security, for solution, at least you will have an idea, okay, Microsoft has this feature enabled. Generally, what happens is that in a local scenario, people start looking for different solutions. So you're ultimately opening up 10 panels to achieve what you want. But if you go with Microsoft, there's a single portal through which you'll be able to manage everything judiciously. That ends my session from my end. Now we are open for question and answer. Any specific to any application, we might take it later. However, general questions are always welcome. Amitji, you want to say anything? You want to add anything which I missed?
No, Anamika, that is a very informative and excellent session you have taken. I request all audience, if they have any question, please ask. Otherwise, they will get a feedback form also. They can also raise their question there. But we have 10 minutes left, and it's a beautifully finish in time. Thanks, Anamika. So, anyone has a question, please ask.
I covered it in a very gist way, because if you would ask me, I can talk about Office 365 for the entire day, because the features are so vast and varied that actually as an administrator, as an employee, you would love the service. Just the question is just not about taking a mailing solution. The question is about collaboration, about staying connected, for which Teams plays a very important role. And in this COVID, you won't believe, Teams was the most asked product because they need to stay connected jointly on a single page. It all Teams actually helped these platforms, was the platform which helped everyone to stay connected.
Yeah, Anamika, you have given us a lot of information, and I am not tech savvy, but I'm just trying to learn with Amit's help. So I think, Amit, if you can organize maybe another session on similar lines in a couple of weeks' time, I've made some notes, and we could try out some of the things which we weren't aware of. And at that point of time, I think I'll have questions as of now, and your feedback form which you are going to share is going to help. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, no queries, because I need to try out a few things which I wasn't aware of, and then get back to you.
Of course, sir. Sure, we will come up with another session very soon, and we'll share you the feedback form. And personally, I will get in touch with you.
Yeah, the idea. Thank you, Rakesh sir. Good to know. Good to actually get the feedback that yes, people are kind of acknowledging the fact that information is being shared. My main motto was to let you know that these all are the angles which Microsoft covers. So I gave live examples. Reason why, just to make you understand that yes, this is how we are working, and live example are the best example to give. So thank you so much. We'll definitely be in touch. Amit ji will be in touch with you. And we'll have to do more sessions.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, okay, maybe as far as I'm concerned, maybe I was using 20-25% of the possibilities, or exploring 20 to 25% of the possibilities. So based on today's information that you have given us, we'll try to kind of expand our usage of 365. And only then I think when we face some hurdles or we have some problems, then we'll connect with you or with Amit. Thanks. It's been very informative and it's been good, and we have come to know a lot of things. So thanks once again.
Thank you, sir. So Amitji, the feedback form has already been shared.
In a very short while, in the next another half an hour, everyone will get a feedback form on their email.
Okay, so I would request everyone to ask any question that you have in mind. To be very true, no question is a new question, you know, because sometimes they are मैंने खुद सीखा है कि अगर मैं शर्मा के नहीं पूछूंगी तो शायद मैं information gain नहीं करूंगी. So sometimes you have to ask anything that is in your mind. We are very happy to help you. And we'll actually help, we'll try to help you bring in the best of solutions, which otherwise you might be thinking about or talking to 10 people for a solution. So in that way, we can help you out.
And of course, as the objective of the today's session is to basically reveal the more information and change the perspective of the industry, that Microsoft is not built only for the Word, Excel, PowerPoint and all. It has a lot of features which basically covers and integrate all your business function, whether it is a education vertical, whether it is a manufacturing, whether it is any service industry. All verticals are getting benefited with this all integrated bouquet of the Microsoft. Because in every vertical, the people are working through remotely, the information and data are in silos, standalone platforms, integration is not possible, cyber security, scalability of the technology, that are the crucial points. I know most of the, and in fact 90% organization uses Microsoft, but still it is a proven fact that they are not using more than 5% of the features actually which Microsoft is providing. So we, again, thanks Microsoft and especially Anamika and also the Reddington, that we have initiated a series. That first session is an informative one, and soon we will come up with a specific technology session where we will discuss how basically, just take example, how the team can improve your efficiency, what the benefits of Intune if you implement inside your organization, how you can minimize your cost in terms of the data security and storage. There are so many factors which we can talk about.
Rightly said, Amitji. I think you have put in a very important point, that is of Microsoft बोलने से लोग के दिमाग में सिर्फ ऑफिस आता है. You know, that's a very true feedback that you have said, because prior to this I was managing Kolkata region. So you know, over there when I went for meetings, people said, हाँ हम तो office use करते हैं. You know, the conversation of changing the conversation from office to a more lucrative conversation of emailing, of data sharing, about collaboration. This happens slowly, but this is a very genuine concern for everybody, even for Microsoft, us also, because we are not just masters in office, but there are many angles more which we cover. In terms of security, yes, we again have the best of certifications, the best of platform to utilize.
And of course, if I take the example of our own organization, because this is the very first step towards the digital transformation. And once we have implemented this Microsoft 365 in MKT softwares, though email has a very strong feature, but after implementing completely the M365, the sharing of the attachment and the email is less than 50% now, because most had been shared and collaborated over the team, the Microsoft team, which enhance our security and the redundancy is minimized actually.
Yeah, so the next session that we can do is about M365 only, about Office 365, in which we can cover Exchange, Teams, SharePoint in detail. You know, that way organizations would actually know where to hit and what to take.
Correct.
In that case, Amitji, I think we are happy to end the session.
Exactly.
And I thank once again to everyone for taking their time out. And the feedback form, please do let us know about your concerns. Amitji would be there to take care, and I am officially, yes, I am of course there with Amitji to help him guide with the solutions.
Perfect, fine. So once again, in fact, on behalf of the Microsoft, Redington and MemKT softwares, I thank each and everyone to spare their time and join this informative session. We will soon come up with the more sessions like this. And special thanks to Anamika to present such an informative session. And you will all get the feedback form, and request all to please fill the feedback form so that we will come to know what exactly you are looking for and where we have to work more. So in these words, I just want to close this session. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, everyone.